Smartphone cameras have come a long way, but 2025 feels like a year of refinement rather than revolution. While brands like Vivo, Xiaomi, and Huawei push boundaries with experimental tech, Samsung and Apple remain the go-to choices for most users. With the Galaxy S25 Ultra and iPhone 16 Pro Max leading the charge, it's time to put them through a rigorous camera test. We've captured over 1,000 shots across various lighting conditions and scenarios to determine which flagship is the ultimate camera phone of 2025. Let's dive in. Camera hardware. Familiar, yet refined. At first glance, there aren't any groundbreaking changes in hardware. The S25 Ultra sports a new 50MP ultra-wide sensor, while the iPhone 16 Pro Max gets a 48MP upgrade. While the hardware may seem incremental, software-driven enhancements, AI optimizations, and new ISP processing make a significant difference in real-world photography. Ultra-wide camera performance. The ultra-wide cameras on both devices have seen notable improvements. The iPhone 16 Pro Max retains Apple's signature warm tone, while Samsung opts for a cooler hue. Both devices deliver excellent results, but in daylight shots, Samsung tends to brighten up scenes slightly more than the iPhone, making images appear more vibrant and engaging. However, when shooting against the sun, Samsung occasionally struggles with shadow processing, sometimes crushing darker areas, which may require a software update to fix. The iPhone, on the other hand, does a better job at highlight retention, but can sometimes make images appear overly warm. Verdict: it's a tie. Low-light, ultra-wide shots. When the sun goes down, Samsung's ultra-wide sensor pulls ahead. With better noise control, superior brightness, and improved detail retention, the S25 Ultra outshines the iPhone. Apple still offers a pleasing and natural color profile, but Samsung's ability to maintain clarity and manage highlights gives it the edge. Primary camera performance. The main cameras on both phones are incredibly close in performance. Apple sticks to its natural color science, while Samsung leans into an eye-catching aesthetic. One key difference is the iPhone's 24MP default photo resolution, which preserves finer details compared to Samsung's 12MP output. In well-lit conditions, Samsung's improved dynamic range makes a noticeable difference, especially when dealing with tricky lighting. However, against direct sunlight, the S25 Ultra's shadow-crushing issue reappears, giving Apple the win in those specific situations. Both phones perform excellently for general daylight shots, so once again, this round ends in a tie. Close-up photography and macro mode. Samsung allows you to get closer to subjects without automatically switching to macro mode, unlike the iPhone. That said, the iPhone delivers sharper edge separation in macro shots. Samsung's photos tend to be more vibrant and visually appealing, but Apple retains more fine details. Depending on your preference, both approaches have their merits. Low-light main camera performance. Apple's warm color tuning works well in low light, making night shots appear more atmospheric and natural. Samsung, however, counters with aggressive noise reduction and superior brightness. In extremely dark scenarios, Apple's processing manages highlights slightly better, making its nighttime photos more consistent. This round goes to the iPhone. Zoom capabilities. The Samsung advantage. Samsung maintains its dominance in zoom photography with dedicated 3x and 5x telephoto lenses, whereas Apple relies on a single 5x periscope lens. At 3x and 4x zoom, Samsung offers sharper details and less noise. At 5x, both devices are evenly matched in daylight, but Apple edges ahead in low-light zoom shots due to superior night mode processing. Beyond 5x, the S25 Ultra pulls ahead dramatically, offering up to 100x digital zoom. If zoom photography is your priority, Samsung remains the undisputed king. Portrait photography and skin tones. Portraits are another area where Samsung has stepped up its game. Apple's skin tones can sometimes appear inconsistent, making subjects look too warm or overly tanned. Samsung offers better color accuracy, particularly in 5x portrait shots, where the iPhone struggles with unnatural skin tones. In 1x and 2x portraits, Apple retains better detail, but Samsung's flexibility in switching between focal lengths makes it a more versatile option for social media-ready portraits. At night, the S25 Ultra's portrait shots are sharper and cleaner than Apple's, further solidifying its lead in this category. Selfie camera and video. Samsung's front camera continues to impress with natural skin tones and excellent shadow management. Apple's selfies tend to be darker, with higher contrast that doesn't always flatter subjects. For selfie videos, both phones deliver excellent stabilization and color accuracy, but Apple struggles with exposure when bright light is present in the background. However, at night, Apple regains the upper hand, offering better exposure and detail preservation. Samsung wins daytime selfies, while Apple claims victory for nighttime selfie videos. Videography. Apple still holds an edge. Samsung has made significant strides in videography, closing the gap with Apple. Both devices offer superb stabilization and sharpness, but Apple still leads in highlight management and smooth lens transitions when switching between focal lengths. At night, Apple's videos exhibit less grain and better detail retention, giving it a slight edge. However, Samsung counters with useful features like front and rear camera switching during recording, making it more versatile for vloggers. Apple takes the overall win, but Samsung isn't far behind. Conclusion. Which one should you choose? Ultra-wide camera. Samsung for low light, tie in daylight. Main camera. Tie in daylight. iPhone wins in low light. Zoom. Samsung dominates, especially beyond 5x. Portraits. Samsung skin tones and night portraits are better. Selfies and videos. Samsung for daytime selfies. Apple for nighttime selfie videos. Overall videography. Apple still leads, but by a smaller margin. The bottom line, both the Galaxy S25 Ultra and iPhone 16 Pro Max are phenomenal camera phones with distinct strengths. Samsung excels in zoom, portraits, and daytime selfies, while Apple remains king in videography and low-light main camera shots. Your choice depends on your priorities. If you love zoom photography and social media-friendly images, go for the S25 Ultra. If videography and natural color tuning matter more, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is your best bet. Which one do you prefer? Let us know in the comments.